Self-discipline and motivation are often seen as two sides of the same coin when it comes to achieving goals and making progress in life. While both play important roles, self-discipline has a distinct advantage over motivation because it is consistent, reliable, and within your control. Motivation, on the other hand, is fleeting and unpredictable. It comes and goes like the wind, often leaving you stranded when you need it most. Self-discipline, however, is the steady force that keeps you moving forward, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. Understanding why self-discipline beats motivation every time can help you build the habits and mindset needed to achieve long-term success and fulfillment. Motivation is often driven by emotions and external factors. It's that burst of excitement you feel when you start a new project, the rush of inspiration that comes after watching an inspiring movie, or the surge of energy you get from motivational speech. While these feelings can be powerful, they are temporary. Motivation is like a spark. It can ignite action, but it can't sustain it. When the initial excitement fades, as it inevitably does, motivation often disappears, leaving you struggling to stay on track. This is why relying solely on motivation can be risky. If you only work toward your goals when you feel motivated, you'll likely find yourself stuck in a cycle of starting and stopping, never making consistent progress. Self-discipline, on the other hand, is not dependent on how you feel. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Self-discipline is about making a commitment to yourself and sticking to it, regardless of your mood or circumstances. It's the force that gets you out of bed early to exercise, even when you're tired. It's what keeps you focused on your work, even when distractions are tempting. Self-discipline is the backbone of consistency, and consistency is the key to achieving any goal. While motivation may give you a head start, self-discipline is what carries you across the finish line. One of the reasons self-discipline is so powerful is that it helps you build habits. Habits are automatic behaviors that require little to no thought or effort. When you practice self-discipline consistently, you create routines and patterns that become second nature. For example, if you make it a habit to write for 30 minutes every day, it will eventually feel strange not to write. The more you reinforce these habits through self-discipline, the easier they become to maintain. Over time, you'll find that you no longer need to rely on motivation to take action because your habits will carry you forward. This is why self-discipline is often described as the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It turns your aspirations into automatic actions. Another advantage of self-discipline is that it builds resilience. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles, and motivation alone is not enough to overcome them. When things get tough, motivation often evaporates, leaving you feeling discouraged and defeated. Self-discipline, however, gives you the strength to keep going even when the going gets tough. It helps you push through discomfort, stay focused on your priorities, and persevere in the face of adversity. This resilience is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up when the initial excitement wears off. With self-discipline, you develop the mental toughness needed to navigate life's ups and downs and stay committed to your long-term vision. Self-discipline also fosters a sense of self-control and empowerment. When you practice self-discipline, you take charge of your actions and decisions, rather than being ruled by your impulses or emotions. This sense of control can boost your confidence and self-esteem, as you realize that you have the power to shape your life and achieve your goals. Unlike motivation, which often depends on external factors, self-discipline is entirely within your control. It's a skill that you can develop and strengthen over time, regardless of your circumstances. This makes self-discipline a more reliable and sustainable source of progress and success. One of the most effective ways to cultivate self-discipline is to start small. Trying to overhaul your entire life overnight is a recipe for burnout and failure. Instead, focus on building self-discipline in one area at a time. For example, if you want to develop a habit of exercising regularly, start by committing to just 10 minutes a day. Once that becomes a consistent part of your routine, you can gradually increase the duration and intensity. The key is to set realistic, achievable goals and stick to them, even when it's hard. Over time, these small acts of self-discipline will add up, creating a strong foundation for lasting change. Another important aspect of self-discipline is setting clear priorities. It's easy to get distracted by the countless demands and distractions of modern life, but self-discipline requires you to focus on what truly matters. This means identifying your most important goals and aligning your actions with them. It also means learning to say no to things that don't align with your priorities, even if they seem appealing in the moment. By staying focused on your long-term vision, you can avoid the trap of short-term gratification and make decisions that support your growth and success. Accountability is another powerful tool for building self-discipline. When you hold yourself accountable for your actions, you're more likely to follow through on your commitments. This could involve tracking your progress, setting deadlines, or sharing your goals with a trusted friend or mentor. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility and helps you stay on track, even when motivation is lacking. It also provides an opportunity to reflect on your progress and make adjustments as needed, ensuring that you're always moving in the right direction. Finally, it's important to practice self-compassion as you work on building self-discipline. No one is perfect, and there'll be times when you slip up or fall short of your goals. Instead of beating yourself up, treat these moments as opportunities to learn and grow. Self-compassion allows you to bounce back from setbacks and stay committed to your journey, even when things don't go as planned. Remember that self-discipline is a skill that takes time to develop, and every small step forward is a victory worth celebrating. In conclusion, while motivation can be a helpful starting point, self-discipline is the true driver of long-term success and fulfillment. It's the steady, reliable force that keeps you moving forward, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. By cultivating self-discipline, you can build habits, develop resilience, and take control of your life in a way that motivation alone cannot achieve. Start small, set clear priorities, hold yourself accountable, and practice self-compassion as you work toward your goals. With self-discipline as your foundation, you'll have the power to overcome obstacles, stay focused on your vision, and create the life you truly desire.